Hey all, here let us discuss about free particles. We will start with time independent Schrodinger equation and we will find out the wave function as well as the energy eigenvalues of free particles. That means here we are discussing the case of a constant potential which is assumed to be zero. Okay, and that means a particle is moving in a force-free region. We know force is proportional to the change in potential with respect to the position, and if V is equal to, if potential is a constant, then we will get F is equal to 0. That means a particle is moving in a force-free region. Let us start. Time independent wave equation. We know time independent wave equation in one dimension, and that is h bar square over 2m d square u over dx square plus v of x u of x is equal to e into u of x, and this is the wave function. U of x is the wave function, and this can be written as minus h bar square over 2m. This is u double dash of x plus v of x u of x is equal to e into u of x, and can be manipulated into this equation u double dash of x plus 2m over h bar square e minus b into u of x is equal to 0, and put it as equation 1. Okay. For a free particle, the potential is equal to 0. Here we are assuming the potential is equal to 0. U double dash of x plus 2me over h bar square u of x equal to 0. This equation will become like this. Okay. Here we are taking the potential V is equal to 0. So this equation becomes u double dash of x plus k square u of x is equal to 0, where k square equal to 2me over h bar square. Okay. And the solutions of equation 2 are u of x equal to a plus e raised to ikx, where a plus is a constant, and this can be represented as plus k, u plus k of x is equal to a plus e raised to ikx. If we substitute this value in this equation, that will satisfy this equation. Okay, and this I am taking as u minus k of x is equal to a minus is another constant, e raised to minus ikx. Okay, the difference between these two solutions are the momentum of this wave function is in opposite direction of momentum of this wave function. Okay, so we got the solution. We got two solutions of this equation: u double dash of x plus k square u of x is equal to 0. Okay. So u plus k of x is equal to a plus e raised to ikx. I'm writing as equation 4 and this as equation 5. Okay, and we know the momentum operator. The form of momentum operator is p is equal to minus h cross d by dx, and I'm operating with this momentum operator on this eigenfunctions. Okay, together I'm writing this eigenfunctions u plus or minus k of x is u plus or minus k of x. Okay, and when I'm operating with the momentum operator on this wave function p u plus or minus k of x, I'll get minus ih cross d by dx a plus or minus e raised to plus or minus ikx. Okay, that means minus ih cross a plus or minus, if I am differentiating this with respect to x, I'll get plus or minus ik into e raised to plus or minus ikx. Okay, that is equal to plus or minus this minus I and this plus or minus I, I'll get as 1, and plus or minus h cross k a plus or minus e raised to plus or minus ikx, that is equal to plus or minus h cross k u plus or minus, this is u plus or minus k of x. Okay, so I got two different values for momentum operation, that is plus or minus h cross k. Okay, two different eigenvalues for momentum, and we know from equation 3 E is equal to, energy is equal to h bar square k square over 2m. That means from these two equations, let me put it as equation 7. From equation 6 and 7, for a single value of energy, there are two different values of momentum. That means the energy states of free particles are twofold degenerate. Okay, and let's find out the probability. Let's discuss the probability interpretation. That means minus infinity to plus infinity, minus infinity to plus infinity u star u dx. and we should get this as a finite value. The probability should be a finite value. And let us check what we'll get by using this wave functions. This is minus infinity to plus infinity mod u, and just considering only one wave function. This is same as for another wave function too, but for simplicity I am taking only one, that is u plus k of x whole square, mod u plus k of x whole square dx, and that is equal to minus infinity to plus infinity u star u dx, and that is equal to integral minus infinity to plus infinity a plus e raised to I, a plus e raised to u star is minus ikx a plus e raised to plus ikx, and we will get that is equal to a plus square integral minus infinity to infinity e raised to minus ikx into e raised to plus ikx, we will get 1. Okay, that means integral minus infinity to plus infinity dx, and that is equal to a plus square, and integral dx is x from minus infinity to plus infinity, that is equal to a plus square infinity minus minus infinity, that means infinity plus infinity, I'll get that is equal to infinity. Okay, so the maximum probability should be 1, or probability should not be infinity, probability should be a finite value, but here I am getting probability as infinity. Okay, so here the probability minus infinity to infinity u of x whole square dx is equal to a plus square into infinity is equal to infinity. For any value of a plus, for any value of the constant a plus, we will get the probability is equal to infinity. So we need to overcome this problem. The probability should not be infinity, probability should be a finite value. So we need to, to overcome this problem, we are considering this particle in a box, a one-dimensional box of length L. So the limit is from minus L by 2 to plus L by 2, and I am changing this problem in this manner. Integral minus infinity to infinity u of x whole square dx is equal to limit L tends to infinity. If L tends to infinity, this boundaries will extend to infinity. So limit L tends to infinity minus L by 2 to plus L by 2 u of x whole square dx, and that is equal to limit L tends to infinity. Our wave function is a plus e raised to u star is a plus e raised to minus ikx, and u is a plus e raised to plus ikx, and the multiplication of e raised to minus ikx and e raised to ikx will provide 1, and this is equal to limit L tends to infinity a plus square integral minus L by 2 to plus L by 2 1 dx. Okay, integral dx is equal to x, and if we are applying the upper limit and lower limit, we will get this is equal to limit L tends to infinity a plus square into L. Okay, and if we are taking a plus square is equal to 1 over L, then limit a plus square is 1 over L and into L is equal to 1. Okay, so somehow we managed this problem, that is integral minus infinity to plus infinity u plus k of x whole square dx is equal to 1. The maximum probability is equal to 1. For the value a plus is equal to 1 over under root L, and if we are considering another wave function u minus k, we will get a minus is equal to 1 over under root L. So we managed this problem by considering this particle in a box of length L which extends to infinity, and we are compromising a bit. So generally we can write a plus or minus equal to 1 over under root L. This is equation 8. And in another way, by adopting delta function normalization, we will get integral minus infinity to infinity u plus k star of x u plus L of x dx is equal to delta of k minus L. If that is equal to 0, or that is equal to 0 if k is not equal to L, and if k is equal to L, this is not exactly 1. Okay, this can be written as 1 over 2 pi limit L tends to infinity integral minus L to L e raised to minus ik into k minus L dk by the definition of delta function. Okay, when k is equal to L, this right side becomes k is equal to L, this will become 0. So we will get integral minus L to L dk, limit L tends to infinity, integral minus L to L dk into 1 over 2 pi. Okay, so here we have taken k is equal to L. And in the left side, we can write it as limit L tends to infinity minus L to L, a plus e raised to our wave function is a plus e raised to minus ikx, a plus e raised to ikx dx is equal to 1 over 2 pi limit L tends to infinity. This we will get to L. Okay, integral minus L to L dk is equal to k minus L to L, and we will get to L. Okay, so the left side limit L tends to infinity, a square limit L tends to infinity, we will get e raised to minus ikx and e raised to plus ikx. We'll get the multiplication of e raised to minus ikx and e raised to plus ikx will provide 1, and we'll get integral minus L to L dx, and that is to L. Okay, so here a plus square limit L tends to infinity to L equal to 1 over 2 pi limit L tends to infinity to L. So we can take a plus square is equal to 1 over 2 pi. That means a plus equal to 1 over under root 2 pi, and in the similar manner a minus also is equal to what we will get 1 over under root 2 pi. Okay, so we got a plus or minus by box normalization condition. We got the constant a plus or minus is equal to 1 over under root L, and by delta function normalization we got a plus or minus equal to 1 over under root 2 pi. Okay, and in the former case, in this case the particle is in a box, it's not free, it's not quite free. And in the later case, even if k is equal to L, delta of k minus L is not equal to, not exactly 1. Okay, that means probability by probability interpretation minus infinity to infinity u star u dx should be equal to 1, but in this case delta of k minus L when k is equal to L is not exactly 1. Okay, so that means the concept of free particle system is not proper in quantum mechanics. Okay, not proper in quantum mechanics. And we know E is equal to h bar square k square over 2m, h bar square k square over 2m, and k can have any value from mod k can have any value from 0 to infinity. So E is energy can also have any value from 0 to infinity. So we will get a continuous energy spectrum. Okay.